5 vegetables I'm sowing in August. There's 2 types of sowings that you can make. Vegetables that are quick growing and you can get a harvest this side of winter, or vegetables that will withstand frost and you can grow over winter for your first harvest in spring. Starting with potatoes, and these will be your Christmas potatoes, so you could be eating these in your Christmas roast dinner. They won't actually grow right up until Christmas because the foliage dies off as soon as there's any frosts, but I would recommend growing them in grow bags. You can then bring them into a greenhouse to protect them from any frosts, or you can even cover them with fleece, which will also extend the growing period. Once the foliage has died back, you can store the potatoes in a cool, dark shed, and as long as they don't get any light, they store really well for months. Next up is carrots. You must be sowing carrots direct, exactly where they are to grow. They don't like any kind of root disturbance, otherwise the roots will be deformed, and that's when you get those funky shaped carrots. Look for varieties that are fast growing, or even baby carrots, and you can grow those in troughs, or you can get hardy varieties which will withstand frost, and you can again be having them on your Christmas dinner. Next up are brassicas. So that's things like kale, broccoli and cauliflower, and now is your last chance to sow them for a harvest in December through to spring. I don't have space yet for these in my garden, so I'm growing them in pots and I'm going to be potting them up as they grow. As soon as my summer vegetables like beans or tomatoes are finished, I'll be putting those winter vegetables in to replace them. To protect my seedlings from the dreaded cabbage white butterflies, I've transformed my cold frame lid, which was plastic, into a frame lid which has got netting on it now, so that the cabbage white butterflies can't land and lay eggs on my seedlings. Spring onions. This is a variety called White Lisbon and it's extremely hardy. Multi-sow into modules. That's putting a couple of seeds in per cell. Grow them on until they are a good enough size, and then as soon as there's any gap in my garden, in they go. They're a great filler plant because they take up no space. They also work as a companion plant because they smell of onions, and because they're vertical growing, they barely cast any shadow over the vegetables next to it. Last but definitely not least are my salad crops. If your garden is anything like mine, all your lettuce would have bolted during this heat. Bolting is when a plant gets stressed and it runs to seed, and in lettuces you normally see this when the plant elongates and grows tall. There are so many really hardy varieties of lettuces, so you can have salad leaves all throughout winter. If you need any more seeds for your winter growing season, I've teamed up with Simply Seed and they've given me a 15% discount code to use on their website. I'll put the details in the caption, but thanks so much for watching. Like and follow for more.